Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims Info and Thoughts video. So this one is once again going to be all about paranormal stuff, this time focusing on a developer blog, but also some tweets from SimGuru Ninja. So today he tweeted Vlad getting a little taste of his own medicine. We love to see it. You can see he's over at the Goths Manor, and well, there's this whole lot features list on the left side, so let's take a closer look at that. So we have ghostly assistants. Meet Gidry the Ghost, he's quite the charmer. Spectres, floating apparitions roam the lot at night. They can range from friendly to hostile. Haunted treasure, specters have all sorts of strange valuables on them. Paranormal activity, things get weird around here, especially at night. Your Sims will definitely take notice. Accursed objects. Occasionally strange artifacts find their way into your house. Keep your eyes peeled. It's alive! Try keeping the entities of the house on your good side. Be brave. Each successful night yields reward store points for all Sims. Aspiring investigators welcome. Become a paranormal investigator with the help of Gidry and... Huh? She's coming for you! Whoa, okay. Who the heck is she then? I don't know, looks like there's still a mystery to be solved with this pack. By the way, in case you're wondering why there's 3 scroll bars, it's not actually like that in the game. SimGuru Ninja did confirm the image was photoshopped, so you can see all the lot features together instead of separately. He also posted this follow-up image of Vlad being haunted by the Spectres, and they don't look too happy with him, and I think this is also a nice visual representation of what most of the Sims community thinks of Vlad. Basically, the Spectres are like, and then Vlad's like, what the heck's going on? One thing I didn't really think that much about until that tweet, though, was just how that the haunted house can be like a mini-game, or a game within a game, so I guess that can be an interesting sort of side quest to do if you're bored with the game. There is one tweet that I forgot to cover in a previous video. So SimGuru Ninja tweeted, did you know that some specters occasionally leave you forbidden candy and other edible treats? So thoughtful. And Long Lost Words whispers slowly to Lizzie replies with, is that like this little dude I saw in the trailer, or is that just a specter in a cupcake case? And Ninja says, ecto cakes. Okay, that's an interesting sort of twist I didn't expect, so yeah, I guess that's just a cute little thing. Definitely reminds me of Halloween and spooky stuff. Next, we have a dev blog post on the forums. So SimGuru Connor says, welcome back to another dev blog about our latest stuff pack. This week, let's talk about the Seance Table, Paranormal Investigator career, and an interview with our art director. So let's just get right into it. Thanks Dr. Ashley for this horrifying scene. Oh boy, all those dolls gathered around for tea. I'm shaking in my boots. Anyways, let's move on. Seances for everyone. The Seance Table is here. Talk to ghosts, scare your friends, summon the unexpected. This thing is capable of all sorts of spiritual meddling and functions on any lot. Wow, that just made me imagine, what if I had a cafe and then there was just this back room that had this seance table? It's like, whoa, secret seance rituals being done in the cafe. But anyways, yeah, got this gif right here with the seance in action. Yeah, I like how the chair is hovering. It looks like that's only going to be done to the leader of these, which I guess is fine, but just an observation. Your seance table can be decorated too. It's a table surface, so feel free to put a crystal ball on top, or maybe a sacred candle. Slot any chair you want to. Alright, that's good for that flexibility. When you use a seance table, you'll develop your medium skill, unlocking new seances, the ability to host group seances. I wonder if that's an event. It sounds like it is. And the ability to draw chalk seance circles anywhere in the world. And if you're a spellcaster sim, you'll gain skill much faster due to your familiarity with the mystical arts. This skill and the Seance Table are available for children and older too. And it wasn't until I read this part that I realized, okay, yeah, it definitely does suck that children tend to be fairly overlooked in terms of occult gameplay. But since children can build the medium skill and participate in these seances, if you have a child spellcaster, then that is a little bit more that they can do now besides having a familiar. One of the main purposes of the Seance Table is to perform a ceremony that strengthens the spiritual serenity of the house, making it a little less creepy. However, if the seance is interrupted for any reason, it might have the adverse effect, so make sure your Sims are protected. Hint, sacred candles! Seance circles for the medium on the go. I'm really glad they thought of this. I think in the long run, I might use this more than the Seance Table, since it's just overall more convenient. But other seances include the ability to commune with the dearly departed. Hopefully, they'll offer some sagely wisdom, or perhaps they'll just insult you? Who knows? Great for parties. Or, if you're really looking to stir up some trouble, you can also invoke spirits from the Seance Table too. Kind of like a ghostly grab bag, just reach in and pull out something deceased? That sounds kind of weird reading that, but a great way to spice up any lot, or completely ruin it. Honestly, this seance isn't entirely recommended, but since when has that stopped anyone? Next we got Bone Hilda! Bone Hilda is back! She'll clean, fix your electronics, garden, fight fires, lay out snacks, and more. Summon her on the Seance Table or Seance Circle whenever or wherever you need her. She'll also be your buddy, as long as your Sims don't mind being around a fully sentient skeleton, that is. But I hear they're pretty open-minded, ha ha ha. Bone Hilda won't ask for anything in return either. She's just here to have a good time. Yeah, that is pretty funny, seeing her inspect herself in the mirror there. Summoning Bone Hilda is extremely useful while living in a haunted house. She can help take care of the place while your Sims are preoccupied with other pressing matters. Bone Hilda also has a great protective instinct and will swiftly and enthusiastically show harmful ghosts the door, with her fists of course. But how does one punch a ghost? Overall, I think she sounds pretty good, but it's still disappointing to me that there is no coffin for her to go into after you summon her from the Seance Table or from a circle. Paranormal Investigators Wanted. The last feature I'd love to talk about is the Paranormal Investigator freelance career. This career is kinda special, and only available for elite Sims with a Paranormal Investigator license. Sims can get the license by becoming a master medium, and becoming certified by Gidry, or by purchasing one in the reward store. Okay, so there is a way to get into that career without using cheats, without having to live in a haunted house, so that's good, I suppose. I guess that's another reason for me to use the reward store, though I wonder how many points it's going to be exactly. A properly certified paranormal investigator. With the ghost being like, oh, I don't know about this. This career is aimed for Sims who have mastered the paranormal and will have to use everything they've learned while living in a haunted house to their advantage. The gigs for this career are pretty straightforward. You'll be sent 3 gigs to choose from. Either an easy, normal, and hard investigation. Once you select your preferred difficulty, you'll be instructed at 9:30 p.m. to go out on an investigation to an undisclosed location. Interesting, so that's good there's the different difficulties, but I don't think we're going to get human sim ghosts involved in this. It sounds like to me it is just going to be the Spectres, which is kinda blah, to be honest. I wish there was a better variety there. That is something that I liked about the ghost hunting career in The Sims 3. Where will the investigation take you? Anywhere. Well, any residence at least. Sometimes the pancakes will have a bit of a specter infestation. Sometimes Goth Manor will need an exorcist. It's your job as a paranormal investigator to go wherever the action is and snuff out any unwanted spirits. It ain't much, but it's honest work. You also won't just be sent to pre-made sim houses, but also your own created households. Your other played sim families might be in need of a spooky exterminator too. And don't worry, the house won't be permanently haunted either. You'll have control over that with the haunted lot type. Finishing these gigs on time leads to all sorts of weird and strange rewards. Feel free to hang up your Spectre in a jar as a trophy, or amass a collection of exercise dolls. There's tons of strange stuff to acquire. This screenshot has one of these Spectres renamed to Ichabod. This jar contains friendly Spectres. Spectre buddies are benevolent spirits who want to help you out. Now that's a good Spectre. I am surprised that they look so happy to just be kept in a jar like that. Since this is a freelance career, feel free to take these gigs whenever you feel inspired to snuff out some spookiness. These gigs can be demanding on your Sim's psyche, but thankfully, they pay fairly well. Art direction. This pack has a ton of both fictional and real-life inspiration. To go over where these influences come from and how they manifest in-game, I'll take it over to our art director, Steven Edwards. Connor, can you tell us what an art director does on The Sims 4? Steven says the AD works initially with production, design, and marketing to define the visual direction. Once we have moved into production, their role is to maintain and inspire that vision by providing direction and feedback to artists from concept through to the final asset. What goes into the creative process when concepting for The Sims? Once the general theme and tone is locked down and approved, the team then refers to the key visuals and goes broad on gathering reference that reflects that direction. We begin on concepting out room views / clothing to investigate different narratives and moods, identifying elements of style, construction, pattern, and color. At this stage, we are still working loose to make sure we explore all options and don't box ourselves in. As the team iterates on designs, we start to narrow down the selections and then turn to final renders. We draw on those early investigations to help inform our palette, material, and pattern choices. What sort of real-life examples were used for the Paranormal Stuff Pack? Reference gathering is a huge factor in designing assets, and so it's fair to say that all the content is based on real life to some degree. The team tends to deconstruct styles and translate them through a Sims lens. The simplified and stylized art of Sims 4 has a further impact on the final result. If you had to choose, what was your favorite feature to work on across all of the Sims? Arg! That's a really tough question. Because the packs are so diverse, each one has its own set of unique challenges. I would say the supernatural aspect of this stuff pack was a lot of fun and allowed the artists to get a little more fantastical and creative. Storytelling is such a fundamental part of The Sims, and that permeates through casts and build by designs, while curating all the eclectic pieces we stuffed into this pack. I was constantly making up little stories in my mind, where the characters may have found it, what relevance does it have to them, and ultimately, is there enough depth in the design to spark the same questions in the players? Oh, and Guidry! He's a composite of eras and characters. I would be really interested whether the players could pick apart the influences. I just see people talking about Johnny Depp. Thank you! That about concludes our look at our latest stuff pack. Big thank you again to the Stuff Pack 18 team Working with everyone was an amazing experience and made the later part of 2020 a little less awful. Watching this pack come to life was an absolute thrill. The pre-patch, including the new Scared emotion, is coming out January 21st, and the Paranormal Stuff Pack comes out January 26th. Until next time, Simguru Connor. Despite a few drawbacks that I feel are there, overall I think this is still going to be a pretty good stuff pack, and I'm looking forward to playing it. I'm already thinking about where am I going to put haunted houses, and one pretty obvious candidate to me is the starter home in Forgotten Hollow, because I haven't moved any families into there yet. So yeah, that's a pretty easy one, and we'll see where we go from there, I suppose. And that wraps up another Sims Info and Thoughts video, so feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you think of paranormal stuff and this blog post, and be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest gaming content, including life simulation games and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!